the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows.
That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Now this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. Touchdown!
Rashee Rice,
47 yards.
and the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Lawrence.
They've got his man complete.
Still going.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
that was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now here's Mahomes. Here's a diving catch right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Now Patrick going to change the play. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Now Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 7. Harrison Butker ready to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
11.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw.
And he will find Davis. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Go!
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
11. Think right. Here we go,
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Rocco switch. Hey, hey, hey. Red.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he gets this up past the 40. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Jupiter.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Red on red.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, I'm gun. It's hot.
And Bigsby once more.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne.
34 yards.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Marquise Brown.
72 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. is confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's complete to Davis.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Now the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
3rd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, A little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
On red. Hey, kill. Hot.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. Able to get away. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th.
Hey, Lion.
It's a throw again is Lawrence.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Now the try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. Give to Pacheco off the option. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 57, Jaguars 21. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now 3rd down and 4.
Hey, let's go. Silver.
That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Silver.
He throws and he hits the slant right to Thomas. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Check, 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 check. Go, go, let's go. Here we go,
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know that's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 41 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And that last touchdown pass not only put 6 points on the board, it also puts his name into the record books for the most touchdown passes in a single game.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
Yellow, yellow.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery.